This tutorial is an introduction to Creo Parametric. What I'm going to do is basically just give you a rundown on how to use Creo, the basic features to the program. Now, first of all, when you open up Creo, first thing you need to do is you need to select a working directory. You should have created a folder in My Documents, title that your name. Then we need to select a working directory, and what this does, it will save all of the documents to that specific folder so you know where everything is going. So select your working directory. Once you've done that, we can go up to the top ribbon and we're going to start a new part. So click on part. There are other options there. We're just going to start off with a part. We're going to name this a sketch and click OK. So now what you'll see up here is your top ribbon. That shows you all of the features that we can be doing. In front of us are 3 different planes. Now we can sketch on either of those planes. If you're not sure what it is a feature does, what you can do is you can hover over the top of it and you'll see this little blue box will appear, and that will, in the bold writing, that will tell you what the feature is and then a brief description underneath it. Okay, so if you just hover over any one of those, that will give you a little bit of an idea as to what they are. Okay, if you notice up the top here, so we have a ribbon, another ribbon here, that's on our model. If you can notice that these ones here are checked and these ones are not. So if I uncheck that, so for example the plane display, so at the moment it's checked in. If I uncheck it, you can no longer see the planes on there. If I check that again, you can see the planes again. Okay, now if you do not see any of these icons, what you need to do is right mouse click, and if they are not ticked, just tick them and then they will reappear back on that ribbon. If you move over to the left side of your screen, you will see your model tree. Now this basically will show all of the features that you add into your model. You can, once you add a feature, you can right click and you can edit, rename, delete, and change the features in the model tree, which keeps it very well organized for you when you're modeling. First thing what we're going to do is a sketch. So I'm going to get you to click on sketch, and this box will appear and it says what it's asking us to do is to basically select a plane to sketch on. So you can either select any of these planes here, they will highlight. So I'll click on that one, the reference has gone in there, and sketch. Now at the moment, the view that we're looking at this plane, it is in a 3D view. The best way to get to sketch is in a 2D view. So what you can do is go back to your ribbon, click sketch view, and that will reorient your view to a 2D plane. That will make it a lot easier for you to sketch. Now, there are a number of different options I can be sketching. I'm going to start off with just a basic rectangle. There are a number of different rectangles I can use. I'll start off with a center rectangle. Now, it's important to be using a mouse when you're doing this. You need to have a mouse with a right mouse click, a left mouse click, and a center scroll or the center wheel. That will help you greatly with this. So I'm just going to left mouse click at the moment and drag that out. I can resize that. I'm just going to randomly left mouse click. Now at the moment you can still see that I'm still in that rectangle option. If you center mouse wheel that will release and we'll have some dimensions in here. If you double click on your dimension, you can change that. And enter. So you can edit those dimensions there quite easily. If you're finding that it won't click on that, you may very well still be in your feature. Okay, so you need to either press escape or double center mouse wheel. Okay, what we're going to do now is a few other little things. I might show you how to use the fillet. So that just puts a round on that corner there. So if we select fillet, and all you need to do is select one edge, another edge, and we can see here it's automatically just rounded that off. It's given us a defaulted radius. If you want to change that, you can center mouse wheel that, then hover over the number. You can see it's changed color. Double click, and you can change that. Now, if we wanted to do a chamfer, okay, same sort of thing. Click on chamfer, click on that line there, and that line there, and you can now see that that has cut out that corner. And if I escape out of the chamfer, I can double click on the number, and let's change that. So I can alter those to whatever number I like. Next, what I'm going to do is, let's put a circle in here. So go and click on the circle feature. You'll notice that it snaps to those lines, okay? And it snaps to geometry. Those lines, those dotted lines are planes, and obviously the orange line is geometry. So let's start off with our circle. Okay, and that's the diameter of my circle. Let's make that 70. Okay, what I want to do is I want to have the line come around here, there, duck in to a concave shape, and then around. So I want to remove, I'm going to show you how to remove some lines. I want to remove these lines. What you'll need to do is click up here, we have delete segment, so click on that, and if you hover over the line that you want to delete, that line will just be deleted. Hover over another one, and there. So we have now done a rectangle, we've done a fillet, a chamfer, we've done our circle, and we've also deleted some geometry there. Once you're happy with that, I think that's all we'll do for now. So once you're happy with your sketch, what you can do is in the top right corner, select OK, and that will finish off that sketch for us. So that is a bit of an introduction to Creo Parametric, and that is just a basic